Hi, this is CVB with UC CSGO. Today I'm going to be showing you Vertigo grenades to be used on both sides. They're going to go in order of how of this list here, 54 of them to be exact. They're going to be time-stamped by location and by side in the video description, as well as on the slider bar. So let's go ahead and get started with this triple for A site smoke. Now this smoke can be used in a 1 versus X situation. What you want to do here, let me reline it up. Right here, you want to, it's this triangle gap here. That's about medium size of a triangle gap. You want to line up with the bottom of this corner, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to middle click throw this one. So to middle click, you need to either create a middle click bind, which makes it accurate, or you can optionally you can release left and right click at the same time, which is more difficult, however. So the way this works is you throw it like that. It bounces off of there. And that way, you cannot be seen from what we call Tetris here, and you can take a fight with the person elevator. You can take and the person heaven will not be expecting this. The person heaven cannot see you from above, but they can see you from the doorway. And once again, you line up here, and then you middle click throw this one. And it lands like that, covering you from the top half of the site, basically. Alright, so this next one is for CT side. What you're going to want to do is go into this corner here, aim at this part of the bar under the window while crouched, then stand up. This will both Molotov the scaffolding, and it can also be used as a pop flash for anyone who is over in the scaffolding or IV area. It pops right there, so anyone looking there or peeking scaffold, basically anywhere, will be blinded by it. This is a pretty standard smoke. This is, I think everyone should know this one. You just go up to the ramp and then aim at this side of the box here, and it will smoke off the right side of the site. Alright, this is actually one of my favorite smokes. It's kind of hard to do, but I actually discovered today an easier way to do it that I'll show you as well. So what you need to do is you have to line up with this crease in the side of the sandbag, and then aim at this, and then throw. An easier way I found today to do this is, it's easier, but you have to remember how to do it exactly. Oh, that missed a little bit. That one's very accurate. You have to be very accurate with that one. But an easier way to do this is you go into this corner here. You jump up on this sandbag, just with like your tippy toes, basically. Stay crouched and aim at the red bar that sticks down there, and then normal throw. See, even easier. Which is very. I don't think anyone's done that before. So let's go on to that next one. So, okay. So this is a pretty standard smoke. You get into the sandbag, back up into the sandbag on the ramp, and you aim at the first metal bar that touches the I don't know, just right here, basically. And then you jump throw, and it lands right there on the left side of sight. You can also throw it like this to make it more shallow, and it'll still cover elevator. But that's a pretty standard smoke. Tetris Molly from a this is pretty standard. Like you would think of this Molly on your own. So you go up the ramp and then you aim at near the top of the this smooth bar there, and it mollies off Tetris basically. There's other Tetris Mollies that I'll show later. Okay, so this is completely original grenades that I've come up with. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bot down here. So as we all know, the standard spot for a solo hold of like an opper or a rifler here is like right at this spot at elevator. That way they can watch short and ramp at the same time if they're left alone on A site. So what we're gonna do here is put a bot down. We have the practice mode plugin on the server. So what we're gonna do is show this first nade. This first nade here. What you're gonna want to do is line up where this has to be a jump throw because the nade otherwise won't get enough velocity if you just go like this. It only does like 30 damage. I mean, it's okay, but like sometimes you mess it up and stuff. Anyway, you go from the top of this sandbag here, like not the very top, but just like where most of the sandbags end, and you go a little over from where the shadow is, and you jump throw. That'll do about 42, 43 damage to the guys holding elevator, and you can get him with the help of a teammate throwing another one. You can basically hit him down to 1 HP or so. It's a real chunker of a nade. So the second one that you do with your teammate here is the teammate will go into this corner here where you can't go you get on the sandbag and then go back in the corner as far as you can. And make sure you're lined up with the bottom of that, like roughly, and go from the top of that sign, or the top of this white graffiti, and jump throw. That'll do even more damage than the original one. I think it does over 50 damage. So this is going to be used on anyone holding elevator passive. It can really just change the tide of a round, kill any opper, any rifler that's holding there, and basically taking him down extremely low otherwise. So here's an alternative nade that you can throw for this. I'm under the big screw. Not there. I'm not sure why I made this one. I mean, you get the idea. You basically just need to have a small gap on between the crane and the wall back here. And Nadestack that. Let's continue. Alright, so this one is a site molly. It mollies the back of A site. So like right here. Right here is also a common spot to play as a CT. So you would have a guy holding elevator and a guy holding this for any swing. So what you can do is you can combine that with the elevator nade, or the elevator nade stack, and just completely drain out anyone in that vicinity. So what you do is you go in this corner here, and you can either molly like that, which is alright, but it's kind of messy. I like to do it on the top of this square screw, which gets clean at the back. So if you were to plant the bomb here also, it would be able to be used there. If you plant the bomb, basically if you plant the bomb for elevators in back heaven, you can molly it off like that. I would just, if it's easier for you, just remember the screw near the corner. aim at that and jump through. Alright, this is going to be the Faze Oneway. I'm sure a lot of people know this one. You just back into the corner at heaven here, under heaven, and you aim at this little knob on the crane, and you normal throw. And it will have it so that only the head is visible on ramp, at least for a little bit. Die. Oh, okay, I forgot I made this one, but what you want to do is if you're smoked off here, you know, I didn't really think this one through, but I think if it's more if you I guess if you can, yeah, I guess if you can see a smoke coming your way, you want to line up here and then go over here and normal throw, which lands on top. Yeah, it lands on top of this thing. It lands on top of the site, which the entire site, which covers it and stops a plant. There are easier ways to do this. I think if you have like deep smokes here, and you can't exactly see, this is pretty good, as it you can do it while your teammate Nadestacks here, and you don't have to get in the way of him. Yeah, okay, so like I was talking about, you can what you want to do here is you want to back into this corner. This is for denying a plant or anyone holding the triple boxes on site. You want to go into this corner on top of the ladder, and if you can see these like numbers here, you want to go to the second number from the right, second number from the left, and put the top of your crosshair. I don't think you want to aim like that. I think that's a little too far. But what you want to do is you want to go slightly lower than aiming directly at the second number. You'll get the hang of it once you see it a couple times. You're gonna go slightly lower than that, throw it like that, and it will land on the site perfectly. This can also be used as a nade. I mean, you can use it as a flash, but it can be seen pretty instantly. Let's see. Alright, this is one of the retake smokes that we use on B team. We make a right angle from here and the bottom of the train car and the bottom of the train car. We make a right angle and we normal throw. This will land about here, which covers off ramp. Alright, and then this the left side one. You want to get into this corner, the same corner you used to Nadestack the site, and you want to aim between these two rust stains here at the very top, and normal throw, and that is used in combination with the other smoke to block off ramp, and because the other smoke lands about here, and then ramp is cut off from the T's. You can still be shot from heaven if the T's on the sandbag here, but you're basically good to retake. Alright, this is called, we don't really have a name for this, we just call it gay spot. Right here, we go, if the site is smoked off and you're not able to retake yet, and this is a very, like, it's for, anywhere here, the guy sitting here, anyone sitting here as a retake, anyone sitting here on a retake, anyone sitting behind this pole on a retake. It can be used for any of those, which are all pretty common spots. This will bounce off there and molly off that entire area. It also mollies off anyone sitting here for any reason, or yeah, basically just back here. You play like this. You can get up some pretty sneaky spots back there on a retake that you wouldn't expect. Alright, this is on B site. What you want to do here is push into this red spool of, I don't know, wire or something, and I think there's a clip here that is different if you go into it from either side. I think you just want to go here and then aim under the 78 where this line touches the ground, and you want to jump through. And that will molly off the site. So they are unable to plant in anywhere on the bomb site, basically. This bomb site is so small that I think they can maybe plant here, but they would not be expecting that. You aim under the 78 and you on the line, and then you molly. And I think this works too. No, that doesn't work. I think there's another way to do it if you throw it like here. Oh, never mind. I think I'm mistaken. It's just right here under the 78. Okay, so I was making these Afterplant Nades for A site. If you are smoked off at ramp here, these are very useful if you have the bomb down. And our team at least gets ninja diffused on a lot. Especially on this map. So this is for the default site spots. In case you hear a diffuse and there's nothing you can do about it, you're smoked off or they smoked the bomb off. These are pretty useful if you're able to coordinate your team quickly enough, and it's even better if you just have this strategy in mind after you plant. A strategy to do this pretty quickly after you plant. This is the first one. You just back into this corner here and aim at the screw. And here, I'll put a guy here. A theoretical CT defusing the bomb. That one does pretty good nade damage. It's not like 40s or 50s, but it's pretty good. It'll kill them if they don't have much life left. Here is the second one. This can also be a molly. So what you want to do here. This can also be a molly here. You want to line up with this. This is probably the better one, the best one of the three Afterplant Nades. You can throw on T side. You want to line up with this crane leg here, and roughly 1/3 of the way up this metal bar here, you want to just probably above this this corner of the crane. You want to just throw, and if it bounces, you're good. If it doesn't bounce, that's kind of too bad, because it will. You can throw that there, but I mean, if they smoke the bomb off, you're gonna want to nade there instead. And here's the third one. Right there, it does a little bit of a good amount of damage to the afterplanner. So you want to find these two lines. You want to get in the back of Ivy or whatever, and you want to find these two lines here and go where you think they point, and just normal throw like that. You go a little lower probably. That'll do even more damage. If you go a little lower, Actually, just go where you think they meet, like at this corner there, as low as you think you can go. It'll do plenty of damage. If you have all three of those, you're sure to get a guy. Diffusing. And oops, that's not the one I wanted. Afterplant Nade stack number 4. Oh, I think I skipped 3. I will go. Damn it. Yeah, okay. So this is the final one. It's actually the third one, but whatever. So what you want to do is go to the best back pillar, where people usually save. Aim at the screw under the crane, above the sandbag, and jump throw. Does a good amount of damage to anyone defusing. It lands like right on the site. Alright, and here's defensive smoke for B stairs on CT. This will basically make them run through this smoke if they're trying to take the site. They jump around, they're still gonna be exposed. They basically have to go through this smoke blind onto the site. There's no way to go around the smoke. There's no way to go over the smoke. It's just really good for defense. So what you want to do is you want to go where this pillar meets this big cone and push into it, and then aim at the top of the third, this middle I don't know, plastic piece here. You want to just aim at the top of the first one and smoke that off. Top corner, I mean, sorry. I believe you can even do this. Oh, not that one. Okay. So this one is kind of precise. The top corner of this piece of plastic, the first mark on it, right there. It's got to be kind of precise because it has to hit that pillar over there. If you're doing it like that, that's kind of the only way to throw it. Otherwise, you're probably going to miss and have it like hit over here or fall off the building, basically. Alright, and this one is for, I did not label this one. What did I mean by this? I think it was that, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so what we're doing here is, let me line it back up. What we're doing here is having a smoke that lands on ramp that you're slightly taller than, so you're able to see over it. CTs would not recognize what this is immediately, so they might not be suspecting a T to be in the smoke here. But what you want to do is you want to push into this pillar and back fence, and you want to aim at the top here, at this metal connector that sticks out, and you want to right-click that smoke, just toss it in front of you. So what this does, it allows you to like crouch under it and then pop up, and you're able to see the CTs, and when they wouldn't be expecting you. Alright, so this is the triple smoke for B site. This is on an execute for T's. So what you want to do is you want to go into this back corner where this cone is. You want to aim at the shiny part of the rail, the very top of that, and then stand up, and then normal throw. What this does is it smokes off triple on an execute. It's just one of the options you have on an execute. Might not be the greatest, but it's one of the options you got. This is a defensive Molotov for mid for the CTs. I really like this one. You in mid, you want to at this big box here, these wood planks. You want to back up until you stop at the second wall. I don't know what to call this exactly. It's a wall jut, something like that. It's a flat piece of wall that sticks out. What you want to do is you want to aim at this distinct line in the wall next to the ladder, and you want to jump throw, and that will molly off cat for any T's that are pushing and want to go around cat. They're going to they'll have to run through the molly, or they'll have to back off. And if your teammate says like, oh, they're coming B, and you're in mid, you're gonna want to throw that for any T's to cut off the entrance to B. I do not have a molly for like here from mid. I am working on that right now. But this one will do for cat. Wait, I think that's the... Alright, so we're about halfway through. Alright, so for this one, what you want to do is you want to go the left side of the 51, this 51 wall, and you want to aim at the second hole to the left. So right here, under the shadow. Nope, not that one, sorry. No, this is gonna be confusing. I'm sorry, folks, I'll probably edit this one out. Oh, okay. So I meant from the right. I have left-right confusion disorder. I'm sorry. You want to go from this corner hole here, the lower corner hole, one over to the second one, and then you want to jump throw. It should work. I'm not sure why. It's kind of precise. Oh, great. Don't show when I'm recording a video. That's nice. Over here. It was working just fine when I made it. Alright, well, maybe go a little to the left. Maybe go a little to the left. No, don't go to the left. Just ignore this one. Do the one that I showed you before. Alright, here's one that I think I can do. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to back into this corner. Not this one. Not with the cone. Go to the opposite side of the cone that the ladder is pointing to. And you want to aim at the top of the left side of the foot of the crane that's closest to you. And then you want to molly. Why? There you go. That will molly off Tetris for a sight take. Yeah. Alright. Sorry about that. Anyway, for this one, this is a defensive CT smoke. What you want to do is you want to back into this thing that says expertise under heaven, which we call expertise. It doesn't really have a name, but I call it expertise. You want to duck and you want to throw it like that. And that will molly off rebar, I believe. Yeah, it'll molly off rebar. And it will molly off short for any pushes. Or anyone holding back there. And it will push anyone back that wasn't expecting it. It does molly off rebar. They are being hurt here. Better turn God mode on. Alright. This one is for retake if anyone's short or deep short. What you can do here is you can back into this corner where the hard hat sign is and aim at this pipe. I think it's really anywhere on the pipe. It'll bounce and go in the right area. Aim at that pipe and it'll go there. Aim at that pipe in the window to the right window. Alright. That's not working. Alright, there we go. This one isn't very good, but if you need to use it, I mean, feel free. I think it it's very situational. I don't know if you'll ever use it, but what you want to do is you want to back into this under heaven, and you want to aim where this clump of, or where these two boxes touch, and then make sure you're under this pillar back there. Then running jump throw, and it will. Sometimes it'll hit. I don't know. Sometimes it won't hit if you're depending on how long you run. I think it's about a couple steps. You want to do like a travel in basketball. It's very situational. You can use it for afterplants, or you can use it for retakes. Alright. Oh, this one's very useful actually. This one's in the same spot. You go in this corner under heaven, then you aim at this line here that lines up with that pillar back there. You want to aim at the very bottom, and then running, jump through. And that will molly anyone that is standing in this area, basically. Anyone standing at the sandbag, holding like this. Anyone standing here, holding or anything. Anyone standing anywhere along that area will be pushed up onto the ramp or back further into the ramp. So it's just like this. It will bounce off that pillar and land right in this square. This is so you don't get exposed to anything coming off the ramp. If you throw it like this, it will be too shallow, so make sure you aim at the very bottom of this box where it lines up with the pillar back there, and the line goes all the way to the bottom, and then you jump throw. Running jump throw. Alright, here's another Tetris Molly. Made a lot of these. This one's pretty good, I think. What you want to do is... Yeah, I think I went a little too far. What you want to do is you want to back into this corner, Ivy. You want to aim at this, where these two, this dark pipe and this light pipe meet. And then you want to jump throw. And it will hit pretty well onto the site. Hit pretty well on a Tetris. If you're taking short like that, that's a good way to molly it there. Very simple. Right there is a pretty good Afterplant Molly. Basically what you want to do is you want to push into the 51, aim at the building here, aim at where the building meets the tarp here, you can aim there even, and molly, and it should spread over to where you planted the bomb default here. You go up there and then aim at the building where the building meets the tarp, and then normal throw. Okay, this one is pretty useful for a mid take. What you want to do is you want to line up with this hole here, this metal siding, whatever you want to call it, support beam hole here, and stand up. And if you can see where this this ceiling tile line meets the line in the brick, just throw it, normal throw it right there, and it will hit mid boost. So pretty useful if they're holding mid hard with an op. You get your teammate to come back here, throw it like that, and they have to back off or something, do something or burn in it or something, I don't know, die. Like that. Alright, so this is a pop flash for mid if they are holding mid with an op here. An op mid here is a pretty effective way to hold it off in low level Counter-Strike. So what this does is it pops right outside the doorway for anyone holding. Anyone holding a tight angle at the box there. What you do is you come up into the top of the ladder room and you aim at the bottom of the window or of the door frame that you can see, and then you just throw it and it will bounce and it will hit. It will pop right here where the opper will be sitting, and they will not expect that. Oh, okay. This one's pretty fun. What you want to do is you want to break this glass here. This can be used on a site or on a mid take if you've like a lot of time to play with. What you want to do is you want to crouch down, aim slightly to the left of these two eyes here, this vent thing at the bottom here, and then you want to line up with this. First, you want to line up with this pillar, the left side of this pillar, where you can tell that it's the left side. You want to aim at the slightly to the left of the bottom of this vent, and crouch walking jump throw. Very complicated, but it smokes off elevator. They can't peek behind that. So if you have a lot of time on your hands, you can throw that. Yeah. It's if you come back here, it's this pillar here, second from the left. You're gonna need basically a support player to throw this because they're gonna be kind of incapacitated for like 20-30 seconds while they do that and line it up. Alright, so this is a one-way smoke for T-spawn, or for T-side. What you want to do here is you want to go from this bridge here to aim to this box, and then you want to aim roughly on the side of the box here, and then aim where the A lines up with the edge of the spray paint. Then you throw it like that, and then you have this rebar here that you can stand on and peek over it, while the CTs are unable to see it, or they won't be expecting that. They'll just think it's a defensive smoke or an offensive smoke from the Ts. Oh, this is a very useful pop flash. that we use, that you see a lot. So what you want to do is you want to line up anywhere on this wall, anywhere on this, under the B sign, or under this first B sign here. You want to line up under these bricks, this brick wall that you can see, and you want to aim roughly where that dot is, if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see on my screen at least, but I can tell kind of where it is, and then you want to pop it like that. Don't look at it obviously, but this will pop. Even if it misses, it pops in the window. It's not too difficult to miss. But what you want to do is you want to aim generally where you think it'll bounce and pop in the window, so that they can see it, or so anyone holding B will be blinded, like here or here. Basically anyone here, they will not be able to react to that. Yeah, basically where that dot is on the wall, pop, and it'll blind anyone holding close B. Alright, so we're going to be getting into some wallbangs here. This is mostly for oppers. If you're thinking about opping on Vertigo, it's a very bangable map, I'd say, at least in the floor. You can like basically shoot up through the floor anywhere. So this is down here is a pretty common spot to be holding, like this back platform. For T-side oppers to be holding this back platform or riflers from the top of this box. So this lineup will get anyone holding like right here where the most common spot is, where they can see the feet of the people peeking crane, or anyone at the back platform, which I hold a lot actually. What this does here is it shoots them in the head through the floor, or in the body through the floor if they're in the wrong spot, which will do about, let's say, I'll put a bot here. Now, once again, this is an op wallbang, which will maybe inaccurate at times, but as you can see, it's doing about 30 damage to the floor, and a body shot and a headshot, it will kill. What you want to line up with is this side, or the left side of this the first elevator here. Don't line up with the button, line up with the left side of this panel here, and then what you want to aim at on the ground are these three dots. You want to make a triangle, like you want to line up with these three dots. So you want to be on this x-axis, and you want to be on this y-axis, and you want to just shoot right through there. These are pretty distinguishable dots once you get used to it. You want to shoot right through there, and it will kill. If it's a headshot, if they're in the right spot, it will kill them, and it'll do about 35 damage otherwise. This is for anyone holding the left side of the box here. So I'll put a bot here. This is a pretty common spot for riflers. Make a bot there, and show you what you want to do. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to line up with the left side or the right side of this door frame here, and you want to. Where are they at? Should be hitting. What you want to do again is line up with these furthest most specks of wood shavings on the ground, and you want to use an op or an auto sniper to shoot through that, which I think all of the rifles will not shoot through. I'll try a deagle. I don't think it will. Yeah, it doesn't penetrate. I believe only ops and autos will. Not even the auto. Oh, you have to. Oh, okay. I think only the op will go like at this angle through the floor. The auto does not have enough penetration to go at that angle through the floor. Alright, so this is another wallbang that you can do here. This is for riflers as well. Instead of peeking, the B site, like the sign here, which is commonly held by attackers that are waiting for a peek from an op or something, you can wallbang them. So you want to put a bot here, and I put a bot there. You go to the front of the sandbag. It'll do quite a bit of damage through the sign. What you want to do is line up with the this this side of the sign here, and then you want to roughly in this area here. You want to spam that sign at the front of this sandbag on top of it, and it will do quite a bit of damage. Just aim generally below this side of the sign, the right side of the danger warning. Alright, back into the smokes and utility. This is a easy B-site defensive smoke for early round. What you want to do is you want to come from spawn, you go into these cones here, you go to the side of this cone where it touches the wall on the ground, and you want to aim below this spool of metal wire where it touches the white wall, and you want to jump throw, and that will land in B main in about 5 seconds. Alright, I was looking for other utility from this spot right here. It's a pretty useful spot to throw utility, but this is one of the ones I found. You can smoke off back pillar. If anyone's holding back pillar, you can smoke them off and basically draw them out. You can't molly it off from here, but you can smoke it, and that will get anyone back here. If you know that they're back there, it'll basically make them move. Alright, so what this is a ALP wallbang for the T generator hold. So any T's that are holding here, right there, any T's that are holding the generator for a mid push or something. So what you want to do is you want to line up with this T here, line up with the T here on the wall, turn around, see these 3 zeros, and shoot like roughly above them where that line is. Shoot above the 3 zeros where the line is, and if you get a headshot, you will kill them. Otherwise, it'll do about 30 or 40 damage with a body shot, which they're holding the generator, so you'll probably get a headshot. Whoops. Oh, okay, so this is a very interesting one that I came up with. If you know that the Opera has been getting aggressive mid, what you can do is with an op at B, you send it on B, and you go along this wall, this back wall that has these pipes, or electrical pipes covering it, and then at the very end you go one over, one to the right, and it won't have anything attached to it like these other ones. It'll just be a clean pipe. And what you want to do is you want to look up and aim where this line here, aim where this line meets the vent in the roof. What that'll do is it'll hit anyone standing here. Sometimes it'll hit them in the face, sometimes it'll hit them in the legs, but it will scare them away definitely. They won't know where that would be coming from. It's pretty interesting lineup. Anyway. Alright, so this one is for a retake. It's an Astralis Nade. So what you want to do is you want to let me line it up again. What you want to do is you want to aim in the middle of this this vent here. Once these glass windows have been broken, you want to aim at the middle of this vent and then down where this crease is, and then you want to jump throw. And that will land on the side of the generator there. You go one up. This one's very complicated, so you go one up from this. You one up from this square here, next to this, or across on the sandbags, at that X, and then break these glass windows, and then you aim at this dot there. That will land. On the left side of the generator, there's an easier one you can throw, or there's one that is easier that you throw from here that B team uses a lot on pistol rounds. So what we do is we get into this corner where the stairs meet the garbage can, and you aim at that and jump throw. That will land right there. So perfect right side generator smoke. And this it would be in tandem with that to take B site pretty easily. Alright, so this is a B side execute smoke for B for the T side. What you want to do is you want to go into this corner here where the pillar meets this this fence here, and you want to aim where the sky touches where the front of the rail touches the stairs here. So you want to normal throw like that. That will land pretty well in the right side of the generator. Sorry. There. And this is for triple. This is going to also be used on an execute. What you want to do is you want to back into where this blue box meets these sandbags, and back into push into the corner here, and aim at this graffiti in the middle, and normal throw. That will land on triple. So anyone holding triple, it touches back here too, so it'll damage anyone that backs off of it. This is kind of a complicated one. What you need to do here is this is a Molly for generator. Once you have B site control, what you want to do is you want to go onto this sign here. You want to push into where this rebar or where this support beam is here, and you should get stuck here. Then what you want to do is you want to jump up. You want to jump up and then don't move, and then aim at this thick bar here. Aim at the right side, or at this thick line here. Aim at the right side of that, and that will molly behind the generator. So anyone holding like this will have to back off or swing. Go like that, and then make sure you're standing and jump throw. Oh, fuck. It's a little precise. Make sure you're aiming a little bit to the left. That'll give you the best results. Alright, here's a wallbang for CT side on A for scaffold holds. If you wallbang right here, anyone holding like this, or like this, or like this, basically anyone that's pushed up under the scaffold will die. What you want to do is you want to push into this corner here, line up with these, like you push into the corner, aim at the wall, line up with the dots that you see immediately, and make a right angle there, and spam away. Here's a standard sandbag wallbang that I've taught everyone on B team. You go into this corner here, and what you want to do is you want to aim a little down from where you're looking, and then aim at where this this round tube thing touches this speck here. You gotta kind of practice it, but it will hit anyone that's lining up a smoke here, or just waiting for a push in that corner. Here's a quad molly that I just found today, actually. What you want to do is you want to go to the same spot that you molly triple with, and you aim at the 9, and you molly. That'll molly off quad here, or cat, sorry. I don't know why I called it quad. And here's the last smoke. I already showed you this one, actually. What you just jump up on that and then duck and smoke. I know most of these nades by heart, but sorry, I needed to use them for, or I needed to use the menu for some of them, but I was just using them to make sure I'm lined up correctly. Yeah, this is CVB with UC CSGO. Thank you for watching. I will have the timestamps and descriptions for all these nades in the video description. Thank you again for watching.